Duel Review is brought to you by NexusDigitalComics.com. On today's Duel Review, it's Ghostbusters, the video game. I'm RJ.
And I'm Nick.
Let's get to it. Today is Tuesday, the 10th of April, and we're going to be doing Ghostbusters, the video game.
That's right, and that came out in 2009, and I don't want to confuse anyone. Oh, yes, I have it here.
Oh, yeah, you can see that.
There you go. Not to be confused with Sanctum of Slime, which came out shortly after, and Sanctum of Slime is really an Xbox Live, PlayStation Network kind of deal, and that's a lot of fun. But we're going to stick with the video game here. Basically, I think Dan Aykroyd said it best. I think he was the one who said it. Who said this is more like Ghostbusters the movie #3, and that is essentially what it is. It's got that feel. I like this video game a lot. I mean, I'm a huge Ghostbusters fan because I'm just that kind of guy. Periodically throughout the year, I have to watch 1 and 2. Almost back to back. Sometimes I'll space it out between the 2 days, or whatever. But I just need to watch them. And now that I have this has become part of that routine. It's become part of that ritual. I watch, the first movie, the second movie, and then I start playing the video game because I just love that franchise. I love the property.
Okay.
So, 2009, it was developed. There's 2 developers. There's Terminal Reality, and then there's also Red Fly Studios. Now, depending on which platform you bought the game or played the game on, it depends on the publisher or the developer. You can tell the difference because Terminal Reality has the realistic version. You kind of look like the characters, whereas Red Fly Studio has the stylized version. It kind of looks like the cartoon, if you remember that one. Well, maybe not. Well, a little bit like the cartoon, stylized. Then the publishers are Atari or Sony, and again, that depends on where you live. It's Atari for us in America, and on some platforms, it's Sony Computer Entertainment or whatever it is.
Ever give a reason for all this? Because it really doesn't make any sense.
For all what?
All the difference? Well,
for the platforms, it's processing power. So Terminal Reality took care of the heavy processing power. Like, for example,
but it's essentially the same game, though.
Essentially, yes, but there's some key differences. First of all, the stylized look to save processing power. Plus, I believe in the PlayStation 3, Xbox 360, and PC version, the proton arc, it's got a more realistic arc specifically.
But I mean, it has the same voice acting, the same.
I believe so.
Yes,
Yeah,
all that stuff.
I believe so.
It makes a little more sense. But boy, it seems like a lot of work for whatever.
No, yeah, I got you. But
aren't you we?
I'm really glad that I really love the Terminal Reality one. That's the one that I have. That's the one that I love. The feel of it's just wonderful. It starts off kind of playful. Oh my God, Slimer's escaped. What are we gonna do? You have to go into their basement and catch them, but you have to also catch this other ghost. And it's really a good training mission just to get you used to playing with the proton pack. And that's a huge difference between most other games. In this one, you don't kill enemies, you capture them. So you have to wrangle them. Oh, I mean, okay, yes, there are some constructs that you can kill. They just kind of evaporate into nothingness. But for the most part, the ghosts, you have to wrangle in, throw out your trap, and catch them. So that's awesome. There's a lot of humor in this game.
Yeah.
I mean, there was humor I think there's more humor in the video game than there were in the movies. I mean, granted, there was a lot of funny things, a lot of quips, and I loved Harold Ramis's character, Egon Spengler, because he was like, very serious, and just when his humor is so dry that when it comes out, you're just like, that's funny. My favorite part was when in Ghostbusters 2 when they're turning on their packs, and Dan Aykroyd's like do, and then Bill Murray's like Ray, and then Egon comes in, he's like Egon, the Ray Egon. That's funny. Anyways, so
I'm sorry. That's what I was going to say that I responded most to in this game is the humor, and yes, they do spend a little bit more time with the characters and the breadth of the game, even though it's not a hugely long game. You do spend more time, so yes, right. There's more opportunities for humor. Yeah. How did you feel about the voice acting? Because it's not all the
Okay, I love the voice acting. There is some lip sync issues here and there in some of the CG, but outside of that, they have the original cast. They have Dan Aykroyd, Bill Murray, Ernie Hudson, Harold Ramis. Then you have Annie Potts, who you cannot have Ghostbusters without Annie Potts. As soon as you're in the firehouse and she answers the phone, "Hello, Ghostbusters, what do you want?" It's like, yes, I'm playing a Ghostbusters game. That's what did it for me. And that's funny because you would think that it would be the main characters that did it, but as soon as I heard Annie Potts' voice, I was like, I'm in the firehouse. I'm gonna drive Ecto 1. This is awesome. Then you have the return of Walter Peck, and what's Bill Murray's brother's name? Do I have that written down? Oh yes, I do. Brian Doyle Murray. He's in there. And if you remember from the second movie, the giant Vigo painting, that's in there, and that's voice acted by the guy who played Vigo. Okay. He says some funny stuff every now and again. So in comparison to the movies, what the movies did was great was because they had a lot of creepy scenes, but they mixed it in with a lot of humor, so that fighting ghosts, in the first movie, when they're going to take the elevator, Bill Murray says, "Someone saw a cockroach on 12th." That's essentially what they're doing. They're exterminators. They're just doing their job, and it's not like it's really creepy. It's not really scary. They're just kind of taking it, like with a grain of salt, I guess. Just kind of doing things. It's awesome. So where was I going with that?
Not sure, my friend.
But there is a lot of humor. There's a lot of backstory. Dan Aykroyd does a lot. He and Harold Ramis wrote the two scripts, Ghostbusters and Ghostbusters 2, and they had their hands on this script as well, just to kind of, clean it up, make sure things are accurate, tell things the way it is. A lot of key, like the Meson Collider and, the boson darts, those were coined by Dan Aykroyd, I believe, because he's very big into science fiction. If you've ever watched any of his documentaries, or not his specific documentaries, but documentaries that he's done, regarding
been a part of, yeah,
UFOs and stuff like that. He's very, very technical, very great guy. So he's in there. He has a huge hand. And what I was getting into was the backstory of everything. You get cursed artifacts, and each one of those are both funny and have funny backstories, or they're serious and have serious backstories. But it's just a well played blend. And the ghosts, they all have backstories. They're just a lot of fun. I don't know how else to say it.
So how long, and what do you think the replay value is? And is there a co-op on this one?
I believe there is a co-op, yes. What?
Freaking labels everywhere.
Oh, yeah.
I can't even see.
Yeah, is there co-op? Yeah, I don't know. I'm pretty sure. I've never had to play it with co-op, though, so I don't know. Let's see. Oh, no. Number of players 1, online 4. So you can play up to 4 players online. I've just never done it because I'm a solo buster, I guess. But replay value, yes. I watch, but that's part of my ritual. Every so often throughout the year, I have to watch Ghostbusters 1, Ghostbusters 2, and then now that the game's out, I have to play this, and I'm really hoping that they put out a sequel. And time, I guess it depends. How a couple hours? Yeah, I would say a couple hours.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not terribly long, not at all, but what's in there is a lot of fun.
Couple hours? That's really short. I mean, I remember people complaining about the shortness of it, but I didn't think it was that short. I thought it was like 4 or 5 hours.
You thought it was 4 or 5 hours? Yeah, that's what it is about. 4 or 5. Yeah,
you said a couple hours.
Okay, I'm sorry.
2 hours.
Two.
Is not even.
No, yeah, you're right. But it's certainly not 14. Is what I'm getting
okay.
at. Yeah, it's not a long game, but it is very well packed. It is a lot of fun, and there is a lot of replay, in my opinion, because I love being a Ghostbuster, and it's a lot of fun. Plus, there's a lot of the achievements, and the achievements are kind of funny. I love the names of the achievements because they're all essentially quotes from the previous movies. The only problem is there is certain glitches involved with the achievements, so that some of them are impossible to unlock because it's just glitched that way.
Right.
Which is unfortunate, but it's still a lot of fun trying to do. Trying to get up close and get 100% scan on some ghosts is just really hard, but very fun to try and do. What else? What else did you ask me? Didn't you ask me like 3 questions?
No, you answered them.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. For me, it's just the humor. If you like the Ghostbuster movies, then yes, it's nice that they had their hands on it. I don't know how much they changed, if anything, but it does definitely fit in that verse.
Yes,
it's not.
again,
it's not jarring. It's not like most anime movies or something, or games where it's like,
right. It doesn't really fit in.
Ridiculous.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's the same. Yeah, it's great.
For
some reason, I thought it was not Bill Murray.
No. The issue with Bill Murray is he doesn't want to do the third movie.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think what he actually said was, if you kill me off in the first couple minutes, I'm okay with that.
Okay.
Yeah. But he doesn't want to do the movie, which is unfortunate. But then again, they're all kind of old now. How are they going to go busting ghosts at that age? I mean, I think
that could be awesome. That could be really funny.
Possibly, yeah, I guess. But I mean, carrying around the 100-pound proton pack?
Neosporin. I don't know.
Neosporin.
Or Ben Gay. That's the worst name ever.
So the problems that I have with the game. The problems that I have with the game. Well, there's really only two, and that's the length. You know, there's only so many set pieces. I think you're in the museum, the hotel twice. I think the library, which I had a lot of fun in the library, but still. And then like the spirit realm, and that's really the only levels that I could think of. Plus, I mean, it's cool to be in the house, you know, the firehouse. And the other thing is, it's not really a bad thing, but when Bill Murray's character, Peter Venkman, gets stunned and he falls down, he does that kind of whiny, somebody help, you know, and he just keeps on doing it. It's just like, shut up, I'm on my way.
That's a strange thing to be. Well, maybe not.
That's because it is.
I don't remember it being like jarring, but I didn't play it as long as you or often as you.
Yeah. That's the only thing I could think
of. And then
of.
the response I have for the first one is $14.99 reduced to $13.49. That's worth 5 hours, you know?
Yeah, absolutely. The price, I mean, it's essentially the price of, you bought I Am Legend for $15, right? I Am Legend, I Am Alive.
No, it's like $10.
Oh, well, still. Yeah, so this is like right there.
Or maybe it was 15.
And this is a full game. Plus fighting the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man, that's a lot of fun. That was a great battle, you know? Oh, yeah, special content. That's what. There's also some special content. One of the videos that are special content is refurbishing the Ecto 1, and you get to see, you know, Dan Aykroyd comes in and he gets to look at it all finished, and that was nice. That was fun. Very nostalgic moment for me as I look at the old, you know, because I used to have the frickin' toy and used to love that damn thing. So yeah, that was a lot of fun.
Slimer. I think that's the only toy I ever had.
Let's see. Yeah, I guess that's pretty much everything I wanted.
All right, well, it's a highly recommend from this one over here.
But I'm a huge Ghostbusters fan.
If you're interested in Ghostbusters at all and like games, then this is perfect.
Yeah.
It doesn't break any of those rules, doesn't make fans angry or anything like that. Although, yeah, maybe want some more.
Yeah, I would like a second Ghostbusters video game. And
was it full price at one point, or was it like $60 at one point?
Yeah.
Was it really?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's might not be worth that unless you really, I mean, like this, you really like it, so maybe it was worth it.
Yeah, and I would have
bought it at that time.
And I would have bought it at the time. I only had the Xbox. I would have bought it for the Xbox, but I was married, so that didn't happen. Yeah.
All right, guys. Well, that's it for today. Thanks for watching. Follow us on Facebook. Subscribe on YouTube. Tell us what you think.
And see us tomorrow. We're going to be putting out a contest, just to kind of, you know, get you guys interested in what we're doing and hopefully give you free stuff.
Yeah, finally it's come time.
Yeah, now that we have stuff to give away.
Yeah, after Comic-Con. So. All right, guys.
Yeah.
See you.
Bye. Oh.
I think we might be tied now. Maybe we'll have that.
I think I'm fine.
Bye. See you later. Coming up, Jim Henson's Tale of Sand. Duel, I don't remember anything. Don't remember anything. Stay puffed.
Get your proton
We need to do more
colliders.
games. That was kind of fun, although you can never come up with one for me.
Huh?
Remember when we were doing that?
Oh, yeah.
That was fun. You were always a chick. Because I like chicks. Apparently you like marshmallows.
I mean, yeah.
Marshmallow dudes.
Yeah, I mean, no. See, that one just came right.
bloopers, man. They're gonna have no bloopers.
We could do bloopers right now.
Okay.
And then there's the monster guy. And then, well, we gotta take the thingy off. That's kind of distracting.
Blooper.
You want to do it with the thingy? And then you can. And then there's a booklet.
See, I knew. It came off.
Oh, that was nice. Thanks. Oh, that was another problem that I had. the buying system, and I brought this up to you. The buying system that kind of ruined it. You know, it's like you finally get you. I mean, you get these upgrades.
Can we stop with the virtually buying thing? You don't think so?
Well,
I think it's stupid.
It wouldn't be stupid if it did it right. You know, like okay, you really have to limit. You have to really
I've got 10,000 virtual bucks.
You have to really take care of like what money you spend, because it makes sense in this one because, you know, this is a franchise, this is a business, so you have to kind of spend your money wisely on different upgrades. But unfortunately, you make so much money that it doesn't matter where you spend your money because you're just going to get another paycheck in the mail anyway.
I know what that problem's like. Not having too much money.
Yeah. I know what that's like. You don't know what to do with yourself, so you end up like rolling around in it, and then like people
and then it gets taken away, go to jail, public nudity. You know what it's like.
I do. Public nudity? I definitely know what public nudity is like.
Ew. I don't think that's a blooper. It's not really funny.
Bye!
Who said that?
Yeah, I know. Oh, it hit me!